behind the
Nope. No, we are not. Yeah, we should do some Spanish. That makes us forget how bad these markets are.
Well, the 10 a.m. dump is back. Well, we had a day off yesterday. I mean, it was a little strange yesterday during Christmas.
Oh, no, we still got whale dicked. Yeah.
Yeah, we still, I mean, it jumped up and then jumped down. And then last night, jumped up.
Real quick.
Jumped down.
Guess how much? Guess how much this is? This is a one-person supply, by the way.
Is that eggnog? Eggnog?
No, this is milk.
Okay, milk, $3.
No, this is broccoli.
Sorry, $47. My bad.
Well, it's $5.50.
Okay.
You want to see what $12 looks like?
You got your eggnog? Crap.
That. Just so you know how small it is. There. That. This is $5 of milk. This is $12 of eggnog.
Does it taste like gold? Or, I mean, sorry, I guess I could use silver now. Does it taste like silver?
It's good. But I don't know that anything, I mean, it's more expensive than whiskey. If you go to Costco,
per ounce. I don't know how much whiskey is, but I'm sure per ounce that sounds more expensive. That's crazy. Dude, where did you get that is $12, man?
That was at Ralph's.
Oh, wow.
And you know, Ralph's is just a different label for Kroger.
Yeah. Ralph's is the Kroger stuff. Good for you.
What was the most yummy thing that everybody lists? The one thing that you got, the one food item you got the most enjoyment out of. I'm still working my way through them. This is lemon cake.
Dude, I love lemon cake.
They're good.
Dude, lemon cake's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my wife.
Yeah.
My wife made like this little almond poppy seed cake. It was actually pretty dang good. It was good.
The best?
The best? I don't know. I made this stew. It was pretty good too. I'm trying to think. You got to go between hearty and sweet. Are you talking sweet? I'm
saying the best. What was the best?
Oh. Yeah, I think I like that cake, dude. The almond poppy seed cake was dope. Dude, you're just pounding that this morning for breakfast. That's good. You're lucky.
I already had my protein shake, and I already had my morning. So I have, when I first wake up, I have my yogurt, those drinkable yogurts, because they're good.
Yeah.
Then I do my workout. Then I have my vitamins and my protein. Then I'm allowed some kind of snack to get through today, just because the market started dumping. But right when I started really getting moving, it just went, which is fine. All my options that I sold, which I was trying to get called out, they all are going to expire worthless.
Oh, but awesome.
I'll make my little sidestep into Fed. I'm probably going to wait and do that next week, though. I don't want an up day or a down day because it's not going to make a difference. I'm just going sideways, but I want a nothing day.
We've been nothing for almost 2 months now, like a month and a half. Nothing. Yeah. If you go back a month and a half, let's see, today. We go back a month and a half. Oh my gosh. I don't think we've done anything except for these little crazy all the way till November 20th. Same price, exactly. $86,700.
So do you want to talk about the rather large options expiry that's about to happen?
Yeah, I think it's important. So today, supposedly we have 20. I still get varying amounts. Like CoinMarketCap sent me this morning. That's 28 billion. I've seen 27 billion. We're just splitting hairs here at this point. But we have the biggest options expiry for Bitcoin in the history of all man. And so a lot of people have been saying that this gamma hedge has been holding the price of Bitcoin steady from going down or up. I'm not saying any which way it's going to go but it's because those guys have to hedge their bets and it controls a lot of the market. Huh?
A lot of people don't understand. Let me ask, does everybody here understand what gamma hedging is? Gamma hedging is what caused the in GameStop, not shorting and not short covering. People got that wrong. It was a kind of covering, but it was by options brokers, people that sell options contracts. It's not. So you hear the term short covering, right? I shorted something and then I have to buy it back. And so when I buy it back to either collect a profit or to limit losses, as I buy it back, that's going to raise the price a little bit because, I'm buying, right? There's one more buyer in the market. Okay. So the version of that options brokers use, it's called gamma hedging. And gamma hedging is when they are forced to purchase back. When they sell contracts, they sell them mostly naked, meaning they don't own the underlying asset. So they have to either buy those contracts back that they've sold tons of, or in a lot of cases, they have to buy the underlying asset to make sure that the options that they sold that are in the money, they have something to give to them. Does that make sense? You have to have the shares to provide the underlying asset if you get called out or whatever side of the options contract you're on. So anyway, gamma hedging is the purchase of those assets to fulfill your obligations since you sold those options contracts negative or naked. We can't do that. We're not brokers, but they sure can. So there's a certain amount of gamma hedging that always occurs. No matter how good or bad the market is, in one way or the other, there's some gamma hedging that's going to occur at or near the price.
And it's leveraged. So these gamma hedgers, when they buy an options contract, they don't have to use as much money as like if you were to go buy it flat out or buy spot. So they can. It's a way of leveraging everything like on 100-fold. So that's why it's going to move the price a little bit more, and that's why they can control the price with less money, is because they're able to leverage all these things with their options.
Right. But on the other side of it, they can get beat up real bad if the market runs the other way. This is what happened with GameStop. It wasn't that GameStop was ever a good company. It wasn't that people had missed it. It was mob rule, and it caught a bunch of people unaware, and the gamma hedging was enough that it started buying behavior. And then the idiots poured onto that. Most people lost money on that. By the way, there was some people that made money, but on the aggregate, most people lost money on the GameStop trade.
Yeah.
Well, the only people that survived were a couple of people leading it, which for whatever reason, he didn't go to jail because they couldn't put him in jail and not put the guys on the other side in jail and not put the Robinhood guys in jail. Basically not put everyone in jail. So they couldn't put Roaring Kitty in jail, but what he did was absolutely illegal. And then it happened to an extent with Ford stock. It happened to an extent with Hertz. Although you guys remember with Hertz, the company seeing this meme stock bullcrap, the stock went up. They went to issue more shares. And they're like, well, let's just issue. And a federal judge stepped in and said, no. You don't get to use Wall Street bets to basically fake pump your stock and then go issue more stock in bankruptcy. They were in bankruptcy, by the way. So this was they were going to try to use this as a little get out of jail free card.
That's what GameStop did, though. Exactly, pretty much. They issued a bunch of such crap. But
they weren't in bankruptcy proceedings.
That's true. They weren't in bankruptcy.
And so, yeah, I mean. I say a lot, there's no such thing as manipulation, but there is definitely moral ambiguity.
I don't know. This 10 a.m. is really strange. Somebody's taking advantage. It's not manipulation, but somebody's taking advantage of a market of something somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and all you need to know is which direction it's going in. right? Like if you knew, hey, because of Wednesday, the half day, this, like I would love to know when and how many coins BlackRock and Fidelity have to dump on the market or purchase on the market, and when they do that based on the ETF behavior the day before. I would love to know that. Because I think that would be really valuable. You thought that butterflies covered directional moves in both directions. Are you having a conversation with someone else? I don't know what.
No, I'm talking the options.
We're talking about spreads, right?
Yeah, the option strategy, the butterfly.
Yeah, and actually, if you do it, you can never lose money. The only outcome is making money. It's foolproof. That's why that's why that's all everybody does. No one does anything else because it's guaranteed money and everyone has all the money. Oh wait. There's got to be a fly in the ointment. There's got to be a fly in that butterfly ointment. What?
Well, that's when you switch when you start losing money on the butterflies, you switch over to the iron condors.
Ooh,
and then you're just or you can do if you're not ready for the iron condor yet, you just do the condor and then you're fine.
Is there like a tinfoil parrot?
No.
And that's on your way to the iron condor. You're not ready for the iron condor yet.
Yeah.
That really sounds like it sounds like a sex position where tools are involved, where power tools are involved. Yeah.
You went that was the wrong route. That was the wrong hole to go down.
That might have been the only route for an iron condor. Yeah, maybe we should know. I tell you, we're not going to ever have those little. I'll kind of sum it up. Those little tricks in the option market is to get 3% here, 6% here, and limit your downside. Like you can get 3%, but you can only lose 1%. So the upside is 3x the debt, but you can't really make any money. And they're incredibly confusing. It's a lot to manage. No one makes money on this shit. Where you learn about it is because people write books about it or they have YouTube seminars about it. Yeah, we live in a world of double entendres. Come on, bro. Yeah. You said it was the wrong pole to go down.
No, I said yeah, because I said it was the wrong hole to go down. It's like, when you said the iron, well, that's the wrong hole to go down. Anyway,
yeah. So look, these are ways for people to sell something when there's nothing to sell. It's an option strategy, and it sounds extravagant, and you go, "Well, it's a bunch of crap." It's just a way to further complicate a very simple thing. If you have something, sell options against it. If you don't, sell contracts against the cash. That's it. It's not any more complicated. If you think you have a general sense of the direction of the market, you do it. You do it in a market that's mostly volatile, and you have higher premiums. The less volatile, the lower the premiums. Whenever you want to know, take Microsoft and look at their options contracts. And then look at their at-the-money contracts. They're like 3 cents. That thing the stock doesn't really move that much. So there's no money to be made. And then go look at, IBIT or ETH, where it's like $1, where it's like 7% of the price of the asset. You're like, holy crap, how's this possible? Very volatile. And as you've seen, impossible to predict, except for whoever's trading at 10 a.m. apparently.
Somebody knows something. Dude, I thought we would take today off. I thought it would be a nice Friday. Nobody would do any of that stuff. Nope. My bad.
I did think we were going to get a pump yesterday just because Christmas and just general euphoria. And we didn't get it until like this morning. It started pumping. Well, technically we did get a Christmas pump. It was last night around 11 p.m. The price got up to 3,000. But we're saying that like that's a good thing when 3 months ago it was 49.50. And Bitcoin was 126,000, almost 127,000. So what Santa Claus basically did not show up. He just didn't show up.
Yeah. It hasn't been the Santa Claus rally. Everybody, well, and everything else it has been though. Everything
Yeah.
else, you know.
Which
So
is
there's
weird
that.
because it's been rallying. Both the stock market and then precious metals have been rallying, and they're not supposed to rally together. Now you
Yeah,
could
that's what's weird because risk
could
on,
see
risk
a
off,
rally.
right?
You could see
Yeah.
a rally where silver and tech is involved, right?
Mhm,
Because
mhm,
silver is used in a lot of technologies.
Yep.
Silver as in solvents and coatings for wiring and contribution to batteries and things like that. So silver. Oh, it's also a coating for I think those really badass like super mirrors that are used for like looking at the deep space like 13.7 billion years ago. I think those have like silver is part of what's in the coating on those super badass telescope mirrors, but not gold. Not gold.
Right. Yeah, gold's different.
So when gold and silver and tech are going up, somebody is stupid.
And the S&P and the Nasdaq and the Dow. Like
Somebody
something's
has
off.
to be stupid because they don't all work together, and you buy them for different reasons. But again, I mean, I'm glad things are going up for them. We gotten beat up, but you know, there's times when things went up for us and everybody else got beat up. It is, you know, this is the money has to go somewhere, and it's going to go. Currency units are going to go where people think they have the most utility. And right now, even though it's a dummy trade, people are going to make money in gold, which is good. You know, honestly, they need some payback. They've been waiting for 15 years for a run. They deserve it. Like, okay, great. They're doing it for the wrong reasons? Absolutely. Do they know anything about economics? Zero. Do they know anything about finance? Less than zero. Does it matter? No.
I think it's going to be a painful top. Everybody's buying and they're tacking on the trade now. I think it's like they're lining up again in the markets again. I think it's getting a little bit crazy. I mean, we may hit 5,000, so that's another $500 or whatever it is.
Yeah,
so that's.
I don't know that it'll crash out. I think here's
gold's never crashed out. Actually,
right.
Look at the chart.
What I think what happened is that gold that trade will soften up a little bit, and people will start going, this may be it. Like 120% may be about it. When, oh, by the way, it's the wrong trade. They print money trade. It's just not happening. So when you see that kind of behavior in certain assets, you go, okay, it's a little bubbly. But I don't think that gold crashes. I think gold will languish. I think you could see another 5 years of gold doing nothing. I mean, nothing.
Here's what could crash though: silver. Gold, I don't think will crash either, but silver
Has
might.
crashed before. But the argument with silver is that silver's undervalued, it's unloved, unappreciated, and it needs to catch back up. But
true, but it's getting orchestrated in the same way that diamonds and other of those types of metals are. So it has more supply, and so it's being controlled more. China's currently restricting, starting January 1st, they said they're going to start restricting silver. They're basically burying silver. They're trying to control the price of silver, in my opinion.
Yeah,
they have a lot of silver out there. It's a byproduct of the mines, the copper mines, the palladium mines, the lithium mines.
You find you know, the yellow tint you see in gold is mostly copper.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, when you see like rose gold, the rose gold part of it's copper. When you see white gold, it's because there's either silver or platinum in it. To some extent, like when you melt it and when you assay it, things like that. Real gold is kind of brown, kind of brownish. I know it's hard to explain. When you see like river gold, placer gold, which is gold from rivers that's like mined in Africa by hand, and there's a lot of it because again, it's not at all rare, but it looks like brown, like little nugget. It's really weird. It like looks like brown dirt. It's just really heavy brown dirt. It's weird for your brain. Like the guy brought in a bag of it, in like a little bag, and you would think, okay, and it's just brown dirt, but you knew instantly that's and that river gold, by the way, it's like between 91 and 95% pure gold. It is like, it's close to like refined gold, right? but it doesn't get that luster until you refine it and pour it. But that little bag is like, wow, dang, man, it's like 8 ounces. It's almost so much for a plastic bag to hold. You're like, gosh.
So dense.
It's so dense, yeah. And then you hold some platinum just to kind of get it in your mind. That would be, that same little baggie of platinum would be 3 times as heavy. It's mind-boggling. When you see how dense platinum is, we used to have these little balls. We'd have like a little ball that's like, say, 2 ounces of gold, which is pretty good. You know, that's 62 and change grams. And that same ball is of platinum. It's like 180 grams.
Holy crap.
You put them both in your hand. They're both this big. You're like, oh my God. It doesn't even make sense. It's so crazy. And then you think, well, on a neutron star, just to blow your mind with some Friday fun, a neutron star is where a star condenses. It doesn't quite have enough explosive force as it condenses and collapses to go into a supernova, or sometimes there will supernova the outside, the shell will break off, and what's left will condense to a ball, and that ball is about 30 kilometers. So not super huge, about the size of a city, right? Like a small city. But you want to guess how dense 1 cubic centimeter is? Just take a guess. How heavy do you think that is? 1 cubic centimeter.
1 pound.
100 million tons.
What?
100 million tons. It is so intense. The kind of gravitational force that they'll emanate. So light travels in quanta, little packets, right? Little quanta, beep beep beep, little photons. And what will happen is when there's not enough energy to push these photons out, they will wait. They'll tend to wait into little groups, and they'll come out and go beep beep beep. And so a lot of the people that are listening to the universe will be like, aliens, there's aliens over there, look. And they're like, nope, that's a neutron star. So it's a collapsed star, and because of some laws of subatomic particles and quanta of photons inside tiny little spaces, it can't just emanate. So what happens is it kind of stores up like a resistor, and then pew, little beeps of photons, and then they read those photons and like, oh my God. Anyway, a lot of cool stuff happens in collapsing stars. But what made me think of that is I started reading about that after I felt how heavy platinum was. I was like, oh my gosh, that got me like way back reading about stars as they collapse. Because my buddy was like, well, you think that's heavy?
He's like, I got you something.
Yeah. And I'm like, my mind can't wrap itself around 100 million tons. A lot of talk about solid state.
That's crazy.
Battery tech. Yeah, I mean, they want replacements for lithium polymer batteries, and lithium's real bad. It's not great in society. It's certainly not great in landfills. And it's kind of dangerous. And so it makes sense, right? And oh, by the way, neutron star is right at the verge of having so much gravitational warp in space, but it's visible through because it can still eject particles of light. It's not quite a black hole. And so they determined that a planet that is a star that it's about 1.5 times the size of our sun or greater is most likely to collapse into a black hole. Ours was not big enough. So ours will just probably, there'll be a point where our sun kind of burns out most of its fuel. I think its fission fuel will exhaust, and the fusion fuel will exist for a while. It's one of the others, fission then fusion or fusion then fission. Then we'll have the outer kind of atmosphere of the sun will expand it will encapsulate the entire solar system, and then that will not be good for us because we will be gone at that point. And that's the red giant phase, and then it will be some kind of kind of final ebb, kind of, and it may pop off part of its crust, but it's not big enough. Our sun is not big enough probably to supernova unless something collided into it. Our sun is also not a primary. It wasn't an initial sun. There are things on our planet that can't be created by the heat in our sun. So we know that there were other contributors to the elements on our planet. There's all sorts of really cool stuff, really cool random things about our specific galaxy that make it very unique. Not completely unique, but very unique. We've avoided catastrophe like 6 or 7 times, just these giant anomalous events. We've avoided them quite frequently. So just, I guess, be glad that you live in an environment where we can talk about the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Most of you can't.
Yeah, most. I think, oh my gosh.
Let's see, Tufi AI Hyperfactory business model video. If not, it's in the, well, no, I didn't see it. Yeah, it is hard to extinguish lithium fires. Once they go, they go. No, I haven't. Brandon, did you watch the Tupi AI Hypercycle Factory business models video?
I did not. Not yet.
Okay, all right.
Not yet. I guess you should see it.
Okay. That's a hell of a review.
Must be a good one.
Yes. Could you understand it? Or was it just, or did the discussion start here and go like this and go like this and go like this and get right back to there and you're not sure what happened?
Oh, since we're talking about, the universe going in circles. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Understandable.
Brought that home.
So, did you see a couple of things happened over the weekend, or I guess over the last couple of days, or over yesterday? Man, it was a busy day. There was a depegging in a couple of stable coins. The Trump one, what is the Trump one? The USD1 stable coin depegged over on Binance to about 25% of its value for half a second, which is really strange. Obviously, anytime you have a depeg, it's like very worrisome. And then the US.
Wait. Which one was USD1? Which one was USD1? This is one I made.
That was Trump's. Was it? It was one of Trump's.
Yeah.
Anyway, Solstice also launched yesterday or something, did horribly, and then it has a stable coin USX. It depegged 20% yesterday.
Already? So it just launched.
Yeah, it just launched yesterday, and it depegged not just for a flash of a second, it depegged for a few minutes. And I mean, it's back to normal now, but anytime you have depegs, it ripples across anything that's using that stable coin. It's bad. Like, I don't care what, it's bad. So be careful with some of these stable coins that you don't believe are real. Like I would say in USDC. USDC is about it. That's about it. So
unfortunately, that's all you can kind of trust is USDC.
The other thing that happened over yesterday, the Trust Wallet breach. So if any of you guys use Trust Wallet.
Wait.
What?
Okay, this is awesome. A while back, you guys may remember, I called them out. I said, if you have to call your wallet Trust Wallet, then I don't trust it.
That's the antithesis of trust.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
like if they called it the "We Promise We Won't Steal From You" wallet. No, I'm not using that wallet.
But we promised. But we scouts honored. Pinky swear wallet.
Trust Wallet at the end of the day was untrustworthy. And when this, so did it get pilfered? What happened?
No, so it was a mobile, so the mobile version of the wallet, so not the browser. I don't use mobile anything. It's just they have too many little update things in the iOS and the Android and all that kind of stuff. There's always too many vulnerabilities. Don't use mobile anything. So the Trust Wallet, the mobile version, had some semblance of an update. And it wasn't widely affected. I think about $7 million got stolen in total, but it affected a lot of users for small amounts, So what happened was when they did this little update, it opened a vulnerability, hackers went in and they drained every single wallet. That's not good when your wallet can be drained by something that you don't do, by something that the company's wallet does. So
Ugh.
not good, not good.
So,
So
they're
they're
how much?
they're
what was the
supposedly so far they think it's about $7 million.
okay.
So
Look,
not
I
a
guess
ton.
No one
luckily.
really uses that thing, so that's good.
Well, yeah. I mean, who uses Trust Wallet? Not one person here uses Trust Wallet, right? Not one person.
No.
Anyway, so
No, my friend. No, my friend.
that's fine. Anyway, let's go behind the wall. We can talk about some actual market stuff and predictions.
Okay.
And we have year-end stuff and then a little competition for next year, and then we go from there.
Oh yeah. Let's get over here. Let's touch some buttons. Let's go over here. We're gonna go right there. Go here. Go pause that right there. Go there.
We're going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro.
Like a pro, join us now.
Join us now.
Bird.